The Order and their presiding bishop seem... What can I do for you?
We've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots.
This exercise is obviously intended to consume precious time.
I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the torch press machine! Thank the architect. Not that I was concerned, mind you. Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Okay, Wiley, it's just dividends for all of us.
Validated Seer Wiley's exclusion zone intentions.
You're just not a good look, Commander.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Given your stance, you'll be wanting a weapon rather than armor, I'm sure. You can retrieve it from... We appreciate you.
At least it was a clean bisection. Potter would appreciate that, I think. Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears claim?
The rifts add an element of exotic probability. A
Enemy
random
spotted.
occurrence.
Recharge for mayhem!
Balancing the equation.
Standing by to supply.
Unforeseen factor?
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Economist Johnson 1.3 pants legs in. Reacquiring target.
Narrowing the gap to my target.
fight!
Navigating toward adversary. Re-engage.
Commander, don't make me avenge you!
Locking them down.
Crime!
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Who doesn't appreciate a good aura? Orrery. Worthless people, that's who.
cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare. But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. Perhaps the High Scholar did recognize some No. What am I saying? Joseph, you almost had me believing your No more talking, Agent. Bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never do me harm.
Torpificator is charged.
Aggressor at hand.
Sorry, not target. Either restore it. Advancing for an ideal firing
damage, Commander.
Aggressor, recharge for mayhem!
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device of yours, you'll never do me harm. Clever little sprat, attempting to destroy the projector. I will...
Unfriendly company.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Proceeding forward. Either restore my life or avenge my death. Refuse medical support.
Thank you, dear. Torpification.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
Off to the peace talks, then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Ceo Wiley. I appreciate the sentiment. Perhaps if I had been a better friend to Landon... No. Those hypotheticals are better. Yes. Better to... I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons. May all your future endeavors proceed.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed. Sorry, busy.
All right, I'll admit it. I had the order pegged all wrong. Wait, don't tell me you're one of those drones from Antis.
Yep, I'll try not to sneeze on you.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
fish. Invaders are defected.
Best we start discussing strategy, Commander.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteurs' malevolent aims.
I don't trust the Order to do so. They've appeared perpetually wrong-footed since Passard took office. Perhaps that's part of some strategic long-term plan, but I wouldn't rely on it.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
Such as? Nothing of much worth to tell there.
I'd rather hear your story. Prison? Really? Were you mentally refreshed?
I wholeheartedly concur. Regret is for the unenlightened. Fortunately, the dawn saved me from such...
My world used to be devoid of color. Everything was gray.
Now everything is vibrant, like the arterial spray of a freshly opened vein. And I'm still not interested in discussing it.
Glad you stopped by. I had something I wanted to ask you. Now that we're out of pulping distance, that hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough. But how much can we trust the hand wielding it? I'm flattered. But if there's any match to be made for a Directorate agent, Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen. What's that saying? You are the company you keep? That optimism of yours never flags no waves, does it? Maybe you're right. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's up?
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families, but I fear we played right into DeVries' hands. With that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with myself. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. Sure, if we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail, huh? Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about? Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how. Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my... Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors. So I'll spare you most of them. She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty. I'll keep my distance when I can. But I promise you, if I perceive... Ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the... I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than a... Fine by me.
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order. Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious about her. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. A killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous. That we do. But that was all I had on that subject. Consider my concerns logged. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome. Quite well. I am able to uphold justice wherever it may flag. Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? Why, he is of the Matriarch's directly. Only he possesses the May his leader... If I had one wish, it would be that he leaned less upon the Consul's guidance. The Sovereign alone knows what is best for Arcadia. She taught me all that I know. Her teaching style was stern, but enlightening. Though she did not raise me from infancy, her death weighs leaden on my shoulders. We must find her killer and bring them to justice. Less just in every respect, save being humans, and perhaps even were arbiters, uphold justice and loyalty within the Protectorate. The Sentinel, I find them wholly unnecessary. As you might expect, straightforward. I was trained from a young age under the only those rated most highly on the Protectorate acumen test. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that an arbiter needs nothing of the sort to declare something a crime. An arbiter would never abuse their power. In any other society, I could see such a scenario resulting in anarchy, but the Protectorate is matriarch ordained. Our devotion is ironclad. Why would they need to? Anything beyond the norm is unnecessary at best and actively traitorous at worst. As the Protectorate's most elite, at least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask. Sneer all you like, but ours just ask, and I shall answer. Who amongst our motley... I find Agent Ibarra most curious. His system of values. He faces an interesting dilemma as an isolated member of the Earth Directorate. As do you. She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued function, though she retained certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean." She is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her... She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her colleagues. But her decision to break from the corporatists is impressive indeed. I merely... Marisol possesses a Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever. Aza's kind plagued Arcadia even before the invasion. I can only hope she does not see it fit to pilot our ship into a rift to sate her own macabre ambition. Verily, idle gossip.
The hostages went home safe. We'll see if those at the peace talks make it back fine as well. May the plan...
Careful now.
Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to the breeze.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? And why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever...
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personal...
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout. My loyalty... And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. But you've not seen the mechanicals we procured. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without knowing me? And mean it? Your reason... Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend...
Gave up that intel rather easily, didn't they? Let's have a look.
Is regarded as being inept.
Gonna need a way to power this thing.
If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar. Exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous Sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have another choice.
Electrical dampeners failing.
commandeered those mechs. Might want to choose this battle wisely.
Disruptive influences confirmed. Cannot improve perfection.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Patriot terminated.
Rats raring to go!
Unknown
Looks like a fight!
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That's all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds?
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the Order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous characters. analysis prior to this meeting. Enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success, should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
This unit welcomes you. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes. Praise be to the Sovereign.
That's a lot of supplies left unattended. Could be worth a quick look over.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next month, we would see returns within days. The market, the colony, would soon be out of Protector's hands.
By your estimation? Do explain, how did you arrive at this estimation?
And I'll take care of him, Commander. How are you still upright over there?
tells me we ain't alone here. In business.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Coming your way!
Not getting up without help, Commander.
What are you doing down there?
Their function limit.
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him.
Like sitting terror rays. We can't let DeVries make her move.
Has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy, huh? We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. No, it wasn't just talk, but I never thought she'd turn into this. Fine. I'll follow your lead. Just...
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rift, 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. The fact that they're even entertaining a partnership with a void-damned corporation puts the lie to that. Proves they'll sell... But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for... This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. All I can give is my word. There's no backup plan for me. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information... Wait, what in the void is that?
Incognito now.
Follow me, quick!
Shit! That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of I have also detected competing priorities, and the surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor. That acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive and may be open to work. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the state. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save, returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also... Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to...
What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. That's really as much remorse as you can muster. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so...
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May the...
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain me some clout with Auntie's Choice. Just got 2 or 3 more incidents like this to win my way back in. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at... Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to see. Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can, whether we gain that help from Auntie or not. I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy survive anyway. Appreciate you hearing me out.
Substitutes.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task.
What are we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murder.
Such as?
We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those.
Short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the Tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. If there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous with the tomb, the better.
Structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.